every United Nations in the world have their similarly implemented rights and freedom for its people. These rights are not just for the technical and civil application because it mainly promotes public order in a very large community or society. One of such matters being talked about, particularly in our country, is that of the freedom to speech and the right to state your opinion about something, whether it is in favor or in contrary of the government's statements and decisions. It might look so simple, but this fundamental human right has been through a very brutal and hurtful history just to be included in one of our lawful privileges as an individual person. Many people have sacrificed their lives, their dignity, and almost everything they had just to be able to contribute in obtaining the supposedly believed right for every one of us. In the case of our state, the exact same phenomenon also happened from our long past, being at the time of the colonization of other countries. The most brutal deprivation of our freedom of speech was traced back from the colonization of the Spaniards. At the moment that you talk about something that might be against them, you would surely be sentenced to death by the time that they decide to arrest you. And that was just a very small part of the concealment of our rights from that era, but it surely dealt a very big damage towards our national identity and dignity. Looking from that perspective, I believe that the main reason why our ancestors fought for the said freedom was because it should be entitled to us Filipinos, not deprived or concealed from being implemented. That is how our quest for national freedom started, which was brought into fruition also with the help of our national patriots that sacrificed so much for a brighter tomorrow of the next generations of our nation. Thus, this freedom of speech has been in there since the beginning of our hardships until in today's era, where we've been free for a very long time to speak out. Sure enough, this right of ours is already a big part of our nationality because of what all the past Filipino citizens have been through in the road of obtaining this part of our identity. It truly ignited the symbol of dignity and liberty, which is an important attribute of being a Filipino from the very start up to the present time and into the near future. This states that we should know our rights and freedom of speaking, but also with the knowledge of our limitations and boundaries in using and showing this right in our modern society. You are always free to talk, but you are never free to abuse your right to do so. Know your limitations, as you know that it is also a big consequential part of every single freedom that you are entitled to. As a closing remarks to every Filipinos that are able to hear your speech, continue to be free, but at any cost, do not be abusive. Just like how it is before, to be a true Filipino and not to be a colonizer.